Hello guys, thank you for sending in so many questions to my Q&A. I was surprised, and especially of the art and kind of the questions. I printed them out, and so I have the opportunity to read them out to you. And the first one is from A.B.R. Patel, who was asking, what has been the three most valuable and painful lessons you've learned that you're thankful for? So lesson number one most probably will be the which I have with my grandma. So when I was as a kid and I was running around her kitchen, I was always having my fingers on the workbench, and she's telling me that the oven is still hot, and I was saying, yeah, I know. And then one day I hit the oven and I severely burned my hand. So that's lesson number one learned. Another painful lesson I had is do not just trust and rely on your own abilities, but also check what the others around you are doing. When I was doing welding business in one of my apprenticeships, I was not paying attention what my other guy next to me is doing, and he placed one piece of metal just being welded into my work cabin. And when I picked it up without gloves, I basically also burned my hand again. And last but not least, if you use a cutter, make sure that in the cutting direction you don't have your hand underneath, because otherwise you're going to be severely bleeding from your hand. That's my most painful lessons, I would say. So Valentina Brega is asking, first, what books influenced you the most? It could be also one book. They can be fictional or non-fictional. And I think the most influential book would be I would say it's Thinking Big from David J. Schwartz. That was really inspirational for me. There's a few comparisons I use in my daily life. Why did you move to Switzerland and how are you adjusting? So the adjusting part is still difficult. I still have struggled with the language, and every once in a while, especially at the fire department, I have to ask a second time. But that's something I will get over, I assume. And the reason why I moved here was first of all, work, and secondly, my fiance, which is the best reason you can have, I guess. Number three, how did you and your fiance meet? That's pretty simple. We meet on platform 13 in the Zurich HB train station. Mordeera is asking, number one, I assume the road you have taken in life had twists and turns. Retrospectively, would you have done everything exactly the same? If given the chance, or would you do something different? Let's ignore the part that you wouldn't be you today if you had chosen otherwise in the past. Really good disclaimer, I like that. So I personally would change one thing for sure. I would be a more nice person from the get-go. I mean, when I was 16, 17, 18, I was not really good in terms of being a nice person, and I was probably not the best person to stay around with because I was pretty let's say frustrated by life in general, and that I would change for sure. Question number two, what is it you would like to leave behind and be remembered for, if anything at all? That's pretty simple. I would like to be remembered as a person who had like a small, tiny impact on your life by a question or an advice or an idea, which helped you to make better decisions in your life and therefore probably even change the world which is surrounding you. And number three, favorite music instrument. Music is like listening to, but instrument, I don't really know. I played electric bass back in the days. Maybe it's my favorite instrument, but difficult. And he's also, or she is also saying, maybe a little bit too philosophical, but I really like it. So then the next person is Keli Fancher. So his first question is, when you think of your channel a year from now, what has changed? And I would say a lot more videos on the channel, a lot more consistency on the quality of the videos, and there will be some good quality, nice made videos, I assume. That will be nice from now. Number two, what is something you miss from Germany that you wish was present in Switzerland? Nothing. Literally nothing. And number three, what's your favorite thing on the menu in KFC? And that's super simple. It's a twister wrap with extra cheese, no tomatoes. That's the best thing you can buy for me. And Alex Samuels was asking, why did you start putting videos up on YouTube? Where do you see the future of your channel, I would assume? So the first question, why did you start putting videos on YouTube? So I was making reviews on the first part, and some just making videos to get the habit, to get the practice. And the reviews, on the other hand, were something where I'd like to share, because if I have a backpack and I'm really thinking that's the best thing you can have on a daily commute, I would like to share that with people so they can benefit from the same knowledge which I gained over time, because it took me a long time to get the right backpack. And where do I see the future of my channel? So I think it should be kind of the channel to go to when you just want to be inspired, when you maybe even have a question and you can look for a certain video. But on the other hand, also being reminded of small thoughts, small ideas every once in a while when you get your notification and you'll be like, yeah, that's interesting. I never thought about that. That would be nice to be that kind of channel. And on the other hand, if you have something where you either know or you can imagine that it could be related to my daily life, that you find a thought or a perspective from my side and you want to have this one for your purchase decision. That's from my side. I'm really, really thankful for those questions. That was really amazing. And yeah, we'll do that more often in the future, definitely. Next goal, let's say 500 subscribers. We're gonna make a next Q&A. So yeah, please help me on this one, spread the word and spread the channel. And for now, and for the moment, I would say have a great evening and see you next week.